Hello everybody, this is Lady Kaylah here, and today I'm going to do a Harry Potter review. And the book that I'm reviewing today is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire by J.K. Rowling. This is year 4, which means it's book 4, and it follows their years that they are in Hogwarts anyway, so those two numbers for the book and the year that they're enrolled correspond. So far, this is the thickest book out of the series, and right now it's the last book I own until I can get the other ones. I have been picking them up at local bookstores and thrift stores because I like to support my local bookstores and whatnot. So I may not get the next bits for a while, but hopefully I get them soon enough because I'm really enjoying the series. I feel like this book in particular does get more advanced, but not to the point where it isolates its audience that's already following. So I can definitely start to see how people say that when they grew up with these books, that they literally grew up with them. As these books were being released, they were becoming more advanced, and obviously the children didn't stop growing and stop advancing, so it was nice to have a book series that kind of advanced with them. And so I feel this book, one of the reasons why it's so much thicker is because J.K. Rowling tends to get a little Tolkien-esque in this book, where she starts to describe things in more detail, especially that first Quidditch tournament, which was pretty awesome, and I'm not going to complain at all. I very much like reading Tolkien, and I don't mind, getting details about events and just what's going on, and so I feel like this does that a lot more than the previous books, which kind of just gave a broad, okay, here's what's going on, we're moving forward, whereas this is like, okay, I'm going to tell you what's going on, here are the details here, pay attention here, and it's just really amazing to read, and it's different from the other books. At least that's one of the differences that I've noticed, and that's probably why the book is a lot thicker, and I feel like it just adds another skill for children to pick up as they're reading these books, because my personal favorite thing about the series so far is I feel like Rowling doesn't just like, oh, here's a good story, I'm going to tell you a good story. It's, here's a good story, and here's some good writing to go along with it, and you can learn how to become a better reader from reading these books. And I feel like she constantly adds these literary devices and these other writing skills that allow for whoever's reading them to become better readers. And I feel like paying attention to detail is something that this book focuses on, and it allows for children to have tune up their imagination and start having more skill in focusing, because in our day and age we actually just here, hurry up, read this, get the quickest amount of pleasure you can get as fast as you can. Whereas I love books because you want to stay in the book for as long as possible. You don't want to just like instant gratification. And so here you definitely get more length, you get more detail, and it encourages patience and imagination. And I feel like even a lot of modern books are starting to neglect that, and they just want to do the instant gratification route, and it's kind of disappointing, to be honest. Also, I feel like this book did better with the foreshadowing. It did a lot of seemingly random detail in the beginning, and then at the end it all ties it together. Granted, she does tell you what gets all tied together, so it's not like you're just making inferences, but of course this is a children's book, so it starts to prepare children for these skills of inferring and seeing, oh, what details will lead to, what consequences and what matches up here and there. And I feel like, so even though she does tell you, okay, this is why that happened, it's good. It's good, skill to start honing, especially at a young age. So that's awesome, and I really enjoy it so far. And even though I still think I liked Prisoner of Azkaban a little bit better, I think just for like the basic story, I feel like the writing in this book was a lot better. And I feel like it'll continue to get that way because she's a great writer from book one, to be honest. And I can't wait to see, now that I'm seeing that these are starting to advance, I can't wait to see what other writing techniques she starts to add as the writing progresses. So I'm really excited for that. So I saw in my local bookstore, I didn't pick it up, but I saw I think they're called like the Tales of Beetle the Bard or something, and I was gonna pick it up, but I didn't. So if you've read that, just tell me what you think of that and if I should pick it up or not. Other than that, that's my review for this particular Harry Potter book. If you want to discuss it, do it in the comments below. If you want to discuss it outside of YouTube, I have a Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, all those links in the description below, and you can contact me there as well. So, thank you for your time. Bye.